When we're talking about finding the right 53 for the Kansas City Chiefs in 2010, everybody assumes and talks about those last 10 guys on the roster, 43 through 53, who sweat out that last cut. But honestly, the good teams in the National Football League and those who win and win consistently have a nice blend of guys on their roster, young emerging players, but there's also the veteran presence. This is still a very young football team. With the 80-man roster, 54 of the players on the 80-man roster have 3 years or less experience. And yet there are some guys that have been around the block a few times on this team. Guys that Todd Haley's counting on to be an influence on both sides of the football. One area is the offensive line. In fact, the next several days while we're winding things down here in St. Joe, I want to focus on those veterans. The offensive line now, if they go with the group, they still haven't made a decision yet, but a group that's repped a lot this week has been Casey Wegman at center, Brian Waters at left guard, and Ryan Lilja at right guard. If that's the case, you've got two guys, in the case of Waters and Wegman, who have been around the league over 10 years, in Wegman's case 15. And Ryan Lilja at right guard has been in the league 7 years, has been in many, many big games, and has a Super Bowl championship to his credit. It's all about showing the younger guys how to play this game, on and off the field.
You know, honestly, as a football team, you want a lot of young guys that are kind of getting better all at the same time. And then, you know, as a veteran football player, you just want to be able to try to give them as much advice as possible. But we try to warn the guys to think about, you know, all the things that could happen and the consequences of every action that they have. Everything's magnified when you're in the NFL, no matter who you are.
There's 3 days left here in St. Joe at training camp. 3 important days as this team now tries to push through the next several practice sessions. There are over 20 practice sessions total, and they want to improve upon last week's performance at Atlanta. But this push through includes the younger guys trying to get better, guys trying to make the team. It also includes those experienced players, guys who have been there, done that, and won that in some instances, showing the way.